Hey Pathways, it's Emily, and I'm back today on the Daily Dose with another one of my favorite Bible stories. A few years back, I decided to start diving into some of the smaller books in the Bible that no one mentions too much, and one that immediately stood out to me was the book of Hosea. The book of Hosea is grouped in with a section of books in the Old Testament that are known as the Minor Prophets, and Hosea was this man of God who married a promiscuous woman named Gomer. But in their marriage, Gomer had decided to be unfaithful to Hosea and commit adultery, leaving Hosea feeling betrayed. Now, because of this betrayal, one might think that Hosea would just get up and leave, divorcing Gomer and letting her fend for herself again, just as she did before marrying him. But God called him to go out, find her, and pay the debt that she had gotten herself into while committing adultery. And he was to commit his love to her once again. And this sounds just like a really cool love story, right? But the best part is that this story actually represents the relationship that God had with his chosen people of Israel. God had been like Hosea, faithful to Israel, just like Hosea was a faithful husband to Gomer. But when Israel was blessed in the promised land, they turned their worship to an idol and betrayed God, just like Gomer had betrayed Hosea. And instead of God turning his back on Israel, he pursued them once again, all out of love, and he calls them to turn away from their idols and to re-enter a committed relationship with him and him alone, just like Hosea did with Gomer. We are able to see the miraculous love of God in this story and his continual faithfulness to us, who can be rather unfaithful sometimes. So it's so important to remember that the core of our relationship with God comes from who he is and not anything that we can do. He is a God who loves recklessly and pursues us even when we turn from him. Take some time this week to reflect on an area of your life where you may have turned away from God and start running in the other direction towards the safety of a God who loves you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again tomorrow on the Daily Dose.